Alright, so next we have an activity. So you are going to write a code to print this pattern on paper. You should not be writing it on your computer because it's a paper-based practice exam, and it will also help you think critically, because whenever you are in front of computer, your mind is always busy in a screen. When you are writing, you are actually thinking about how to solve a problem. So as I mentioned before, that first of all, try to think of like how would you print a hash statement, simple hash statement. Print, and you would just write hash, and it will print one hash, right? 5 times in a row. I can enclose this print statement in for, let's say, j in range, what do I write? 4. If I write 4, it will repeat 4 times. But I want this hash to be printed. How many hashes are there in the column? 5. So I would write 5. I would want this print statement to be repeated 5 times. But every time this print statement runs, it will keep changing line, because according to that pattern, we have to print in a row separated by a space. So I would just update this line with end equals just one space. Okay, so it will run 5 times. Hash, 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 4th and the 5th one. Assume there is a space character in between. Okay, now once I'm done with this, after printing this last hash statement, your cursor is still here because of this end character. Okay, what I want is, after printing this, I want to change the line. How can I change the line? After this loop finishes, I can just simply write empty print statement. Empty print statement does what? It is not going to print anything, but by default it is going to change line. Okay, we are not printing anything, it will change line. Or you can also write \n, which will do the same thing. Okay, if you write \n, it means the same thing, changing line. But we are not doing this. Simply write print statement, print nothing but change line. And after changing line, the cursor comes here, and I want to repeat this pattern again. How many times? 4 times, which means I just need to repeat this entire thing 4 times. So I can enclose this in another loop for I in range 4. Make sense? Understand? So if you split the problem in a stepwise manner, you would be able to achieve or think critically. Is there any question here? Similarly, if you talk about the second one, so let me show you the solution for the first one here. You see, the inner loop is running 5 times. After printing hash 5 times separated by space, we change the line by simply writing empty print statement, and then enclose everything in another loop to run it 4 times, because there are 4 rows. How many of you are able to finish the second one? Good. So in the second one, there might be different approaches to solve this problem. What I have here is, I can show you, starting with some value n equals 5. You can also hard code this value for this particular pattern. So for I in range 5 means this line number 2, the outer loop is going to run 5 times. And then we have another nested loop, 5 n minus I. What is I? The I is coming from the outer loop. So initially the value of I, when the outer loop is running for the first time, the value of I would be what? 0, because the range function generates a sequence of numbers starting from 0 to 4. So the first time when outer loop is running, the value of I is 0. So it is 5 minus 0, and it will print hash 5 times. Okay, this pattern is printed. It will change line, and then when the value of I becomes 1, the inner loop runs 5 minus 1 times, which is 4 times. Okay, now the print statement will print hash 4 times, and then 3 times and 2 times and so on. Okay, again there might be different approaches also. You may come up with a different solution, but this is what I have. There is another solution also, I know. Okay, if you want to take a picture, you do it, because I do not include solutions in the slides, but this solution explanation will be a part of video lecture. Yep.
What if you did it a different way, like on an exam, but it still worked?
So the good thing about exam is you will be given instructions. So you know that what instruction to use. Okay, in the form of like a shuffled bucket.